Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Northie, and in today's video we are doing a little bit of predicting, a little bit of explaining, and a little bit of a look into past events as well. So if you're new here, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I don't just do readings on royals or predictions about royals. I can do other things as well, so let me know what you'd like to see in the comments down below. And let me know what you think of this theory as well. So, okay, I want to talk about the moon in Gemini. We've just been through a full moon in Gemini. Now, that is when the moon sign is in Gemini. So, I want to talk a little bit about what has happened to Harry and Megxie over the last few years and how significant the moon in Gemini has been, because I think it might surprise you. Okay, so the first moon in Gemini, full moon in Gemini, that affected the Harkles was the Megxit full moon in Gemini. Yes. Way back, 8th of January 2020, 95% full moon in Gemini is when Dan Wootton kicked it all off and let everybody know that the Harkles were planning to leave the royal family. He had the exclusive. If you watched my channel, he would have found out in the August of 2019 that's what they're planning to do, because I predicted that. So that's the first full moon. The next full moon in Gemini is the 8th of December 2022. This is another big full moon in Gemini for the Harkles. That is the first release of the Netflix documentary. That was the release date of Harry and Meghan. The first 3 episodes dropped on that day. And that went well. That was received like a cup of cold sick. The next full moon in Gemini is, of course, Mr. Scabies' Endgame book. 99.557% illuminated in Gemini is when he has released it. Now, the Harkles' friend is not the Gemini full moon. I think we can establish that. They do wild things around full moons in Gemini. Now, you might be thinking, hang on a minute, Northie, none of this, this coincidence. Now, historically, the royal family have used astrologers, psychics, mediums, readers of all kinds. And they are superstitious with dates and timings. Look at King Charles's coronation. Yes, it might have been on a full moon lunar eclipse, but it was in Scorpio, which is King Charles' sign, and the sun sign at the time was Taurus. So it's his way of astrologically honouring his mother, to be honest. The Queen's death was the full moon in Pisces. She passed away on a full moon. So there's lots, like, I obviously understand that the Queen couldn't plan for that. However, it is interesting that these big events have happened around full moons. It is interesting that Megxit happened around a full moon, a Gemini full moon. And I feel like the Netflix release, I feel like the Harkles really goof up when they use Gemini full moons. It's meant to be a time where you release stories that no longer serve you. Sounds very on brand for Megxie's vision board. But it's also a time for mirror work and seeing the other side of somebody. And they really have shown with the full moon in Gemini their bottoms. They really have shown their bums. Now, you'll be like, how much, say did the Harkles have on Netflix? How much did they have on the Endgames released? I don't know. But you can definitely hear the Harkles tones in the excerpts from Endgame that have been released so far. So I want to talk a little bit about some other full moons that they've just so happened to line up with Harkles. Of April 2022, the Invictus Games in Dusseldorf. Full moon in Virgo. Harry is a Virgo. Spare interview, January the 8th, 2023. Full moon, 99% full in Virgo. Spare released, 91% illuminated, waning in Leo. Now Harry's sign is a Virgo and Meghan is a Leo. So they were trying to take the sting out of their reputations with the spare release. You may be wondering, so what's next? What's going to happen next? Can we predict anything from this? Other key dates where they have used Leo, Virgo, but they seem to have a lot of Gemini there. Now, remember they said, we're like salt and pepper, we just go together. Let me tell you a few dates that are going to be interesting for the Harkles. Now, Megsy is a Leo. The next full moon in Leo is January the 25th. We also have a full moon in Virgo on Saturday the 24th of February. So there is 2 full moons that are interesting straight off the bat going into 2024 for them, that they could do stuff around. And it doesn't have to be exactly on the full moon date. It can be dates either side of it by a few days. The next full moon in Gemini is December the 15th, 2024. Now, it was released yesterday that Samantha's court case has been allowed to go to trial. That's happening in November 2024. So I'm wondering if it could roll on until December 2024, and that December the 15th, the Gemini full moon, might be a reckoning for Megsy. Meghan also doesn't fare very well around Aquarius energy. And the next Aquarius new moon is on February the 9th, 2024. And the Aquarius full moon is August the 19th, 2024. We have, let me just talk you through why she doesn't do well around Aquarius energy. South Park was released on the 18th of February 2023. It was waning, 5.2% illuminated in Aquarius. That really did a job on Megsy. It really did, that South Park episode. So I don't feel like, if she is planning on doing anything around any large Aquarius energy to do with the moon, it won't end well for them. In fact, let me just look. So, the Gemini moon, it's not a good look for Harry and Megsy. The key dates to look for next year are the full moon in Leo, January the 25th of 2024. The full moon in Virgo, Saturday 24th of February 2024. It will be also interesting to look at the new moon in Aquarius, the February the 9th, 2024, and the full moon in Aquarius on August the 19th, 2024, and also that Gemini full moon on December the 15th, 2024. So around those dates, keep an eye out for them, put a pin in it. I'm putting it in my diary, and we'll see if the moon causes any Harkle functions. Let me know what you think of this reading type thing. I don't know what you call it. This theory, this scrying with the moon. If you've got anything else you'd like me to look into or anything else you'd like me to talk about, please leave a comment down below. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you very soon. Bye, guys.